Hello,
Hi there.
and welcome to one of our movie reviews. Last week we went and saw Winnie the Pooh 2, or is it Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2?
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, I think, but I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Well, Winnie the Pooh 2.
Whatever.
Whatever
difference.
this Winnie the Pooh universe is. What do they call it? The Pooh-niverse?
I don't know, probably. I think I heard something about something.
Yeah, the Pooh-niverse or something like that.
I don't hear enough.
Yeah.
I think it's eventually going to be the horrid Disney-verse, or the...
Something like that.
It's going to be a whole dark Disney-verse, because it's going to be like a bunch of movies, part of the same saga, do twisted versions of Disney characters from the whole saga runtime of Disney. There's
Bambi.
not including Mickey Mouse and Cinderella, I found out, because those are apparently part of something else. Those are separate. So is the Pinocchio's Revenge movie from 1997. Those are also movies that are based on fairy tale / Disney characters, but those are not in this universe. So far, this universe has to do with, I think Alice in Wonderland's gonna be one of them, and also the Bambi movie coming up, and then these two movies, and possibly already a third one, is what I heard. A third one's already in the works. So those are the only ones.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. Yeah.
Peter Pan.
Bambi.
Peter Pan, Bambi, and Winnie the Pooh so far.
And Pinocchio.
And Pinocchio is going to be another one, but not the original Pinocchio movie from 1997, and also not the Cinderella movie, nor the Mickey Mouse movie. Those are also separate. It's complicated.
It's weird.
It's going to be very complicated. There's a lot, but in general, outside of this timeline, there is just a bunch of movies that have to do with Disney / childhood characters going rogue.
And they're silly. They're going to be silly.
Yeah, but it's going to be entertaining. I think the last, whatever the last one did wrong, this one did do better.
Yes.
I don't know how it feels as a sequel, continuity-wise, as the characters are animated different and have a different vibe to them, different feeling to them, different aesthetic.
It's almost like they got a bigger budget for this one.
It's almost like the last one kind of just didn't happen in a way, even though it did, and then this one's just now just different.
And it's so funny because they turned the first one into a movie in the second one.
They do.
So it's like meta. And Christopher Robin is living this life that happened after this 100-acre massacre?
100-acre woods massacre.
Yeah.
The only thing that they... See, it was a movie within a movie, because in a way it was continuing events, because they also acknowledged that how Piglet died. If you watch the original Winnie the Pooh movie, one of the characters that actually gets killed off soon after, but one of the characters kills off Piglet in the first one, and then dies, I think, because Winnie kills her afterwards, but like she kills him, and they actually admit that. But then there's this weird thing where like we can resurrect certain characters, but they didn't resurrect all the characters, and they didn't resurrect Piglet. So it's weird because they resurrect Winnie, and then they don't resurrect Piglet, and then they choose to bring in Tigger now, but not the rabbit, not Rabbit or whatever, and not like any other
Rabbit
characters. Not Rabbit or Eeyore, but just like they show Piglet in the poster, but that's a lie. The only ones that are really in this one are Owl, Winnie, and Tigger.
Tigger's pretty badass.
Tigger's pretty badass, and Owl's kind of eerie.
Creepy.
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 His dialogue's actually pretty ominous and eerie.
Kind of narrates.
I'm not gonna say he's actually scary, but like they make him kind of like ominous and dark, kind of
dark crystal vibes.
Like he narrates sort of almost like Vincent Price.
Yeah.
But not at all like Vincent Price. If that makes any sense. It probably doesn't, but it does. But anyhow.
And it's like he's the mastermind behind all the 100 Acre Wood creatures.
Winnie is in this one, not that much, but like he's sort of in it. But like Tigger does most of the killing.
But yeah, real quick, a synopsis. It's basically just picks up, what, a year or something after the 100 Acre Massacre?
I guess.
Or something like that. I don't know. And shit just goes down. Winnie the Pooh goes on a killing spree again. There's a one scene with a rave, like a party, and him and Tigger just have their fun. And Al, like we said, narrates it kind of, and like controls the. But you find out there's actually a backstory to this one, which was kind of interesting, because you find out how Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Piglet and Al became the monsters that they are.
It's basically that. Okay, so here's the thing. There was a backstory in this one because the movie it was the type of movie that it was. I didn't follow it all too closely. What I did gather was that basically they were like the way that Christopher Robin saw them was not the way they really were.
Yeah.
And when he decided to all of a sudden jump up and leave them, they got even more pissed off that he decided to leave them. Because he saw them as these nice, lovable creatures, like in the cartoons, and really they were killing people and, like, just, like, what's the word? Feral and evil.
Yeah, evil.
And then when he left them, they're like, okay, and then that's the whole revenge part. Is they decide to come in and basically try to kill him because he decided to not be their friend, I guess, anymore, which is sort of what the heck. But I mean,
Sort
it's
of
something.
selfish.
It's stupid, but it also is a premise.
Yeah.
And I will say that they embrace the fact that these movies are just out of
whack.
They're whack. And they embrace that more in this one, I think, and they basically just go full on. It's sort of like why Child's Play 2 is my favorite Chucky movie, because, like, they just took in how silly a little murderous, like, foul-mouthed doll is, and then just put him in his ultimate, like world, basically, in the sequel, I think. There are a lot of sequels that are really good in that franchise, but my personal favorite, just heads up, second one's Child's Play 2. But that's sort of what I feel like they did in this one, is they tried to embrace more of the zaniness and just the outright, like...
lots of gore.
But the outright insanity of these movies.
Insanity. It's crazy.
Insanity, and also, like, these are hallucinogen type things.
But yes, overall, this movie was much better than the original, the first
I agree.
one.
That it got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, if you can actually believe that.
I would not. At 100%.
Last I checked, that was about almost a month ago.
But it was only in theaters for 3 days, so.
It was. That was actually not a month ago. That was a couple weeks ago. That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so if you can get a chance to see it, I guess I would recommend watching this one over the first one.
If you like the first one, I feel like you probably, by nature, just like this one better, unless... I don't know, you really liked...
Lots of people didn't like the first one at all.
They didn't.
And
if you didn't like the first one,
try
this one if you can find it for cheap. I still don't think this is, like, worthy of spending a lot of money on, by any means. But if you're curious and or you just need to see it, or you like the first one and you want to give this one a shot, I'd say go for it. This is a very, like, light... like, go ahead and watch it, not like a you need to see this sort of a thing.
Yeah. Would we give it a C?
I give it like for what it was, I'll give it a C. If I'm being like probably like fully on accurate, I'd probably give it a C minus, but it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was quite entertaining.
For this it's a C. For the over, like, if I'm just, like, ranking it how I rank my normal movies, I'm gonna give this a C minus, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still entertaining and visually engaging.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what we gotta say about Winnie the Pooh 2. Like and follow for more.
I can follow for more.
Yeah. See you on the next one.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.